In the last session, you have seen superposition of waves. What happens when waves from two sources of light superimpose? We have seen two types of superposition, constructive and destructive superposition. Constructive superposition lead to maximum displacement, that is, the amplitudes are getting added, that is either positive or negative amplitudes. Then for destructive, the net displacement will be zero. Okay, now we'll see the interference of two waves. The same thing we are going to see, but in the form of equations we will see how can I express a constructive interference and a destructive interference. Okay. Now we'll see two sources of light we can see here. So I have one source of light S1, another source of light S2. Now this is a point P. This source S1 is producing a wave and S2 also producing a wave at the point P. Okay, so I will draw first wave, then this is the second wave meeting at the point. For S2 also first wave and second wave also meeting at the point. So these are the troughs meeting, having minus a amplitudes are meeting at the point. Now what is the distance S1 to P? We have two waves. Two waves means the distance from S1 P. S1 to P, S1 P will be equal to 2 lambda. Okay, then S2P what it will be? S2P also will be 2 lambda. But it's a difference in path. Because light waves from S1 should travel a distance 2 lambda, from S2 also should travel distance 2 lambda. Now we can say the path difference, the excess distance traveled by the waves from either S1 or S2, we can say S2P minus S1P. What will be the value? The path difference will be 2 lambda minus 2 lambda. It will be equal to 0. Okay, we have got a value 0. Now in the form of equation, how can I represent this these two displacements? We can say for source S1, I give y1. y1 is equal to a cos omega t. Is the displacement relation for the waves starting from the source S1. And for S2, I can say y2 is equal to same amplitude, then no phase change, so cos omega t. So what we can see is path difference will be 0. So I can say the intensity of these two waves which are going to interfere, I can give a symbol I0. We know that I0 proportional to square of the amplitude. Okay. Now after superposition, what is the net displacement? Y is equal to y1 plus y2. I need to add these two. I will get 2a cos omega t. When I add these, the resultant value will be 2a cos omega t. Now what is the intensity of this wave? After a superposition resultant wave, I can say I proportional to square of this. What is square of this? 4a square. Okay, I have got two relations. Now when I divide these two, I will get I by I0. What is I by I0? 4a square by a square. So I will get a value 4. So I is equal to 4 times I0. Okay. So here the amplitude is maximum. This is an example of constructive interference. Here what was the condition? Path difference. I can say path difference. Path difference, that is S2P minus S1P. It became 0. This was the condition. Okay. Now we will see two other sources. So here path difference is 0. The intensity was maximum. Intensity had a value proportional to 4a square. Now we will see another two sources. I will draw here two sources. This is one source, S1. This is the other source, S2 is somewhere here. Okay. So I have a point P. From S1, a wave is traveling to the point P. From S2 also another wave is traveling to the point P. Now here I have a wave like this. So 2 lambda is the length. So what is S1P here? S1P is equal to 2 lambda. Okay. Here I am just going to draw 3 waves. This is first wave, second wave, and this is the third wave. Okay. 3 waves are there. What is the length? S2P should be equal to 3 lambda. Now here what is the difference in phase? Here we have a phase value 4 pi. This is 2 pi, this is 4 pi. Here also 2 pi, 4 pi. There is no phase difference. Okay, both are in same phase. When path difference is 0, phase difference also will be 0. Here what is the path difference? So I can say S2p minus S1p. What is the path difference? 3 lambda minus 2 lambda. We have got a path difference of lambda. Means this is traveling in excess distance, this wave. So before one cycle, actually it is traveling in excess one cycle. Now what is the phase difference corresponding to one wave? It will be lambda is a path difference and phase difference will be 2 pi. Okay, corresponding to this length, I can say phase difference is 2 pi. How can I represent in the form of equations? Here we can write the equation for these two waves. I can say here in this case, I'll write y1 is equal to, for this situation, y1 is equal to what? A cos omega t. Okay, now what will be y2? It is reaching earlier compared to this. So we need to subtract a phase, that is A cos omega t minus 2 pi. Okay, A cos omega t minus 2 pi. Then what is the net displacement? Y is equal to, for the resultant wave, y is equal to y1 plus y2. When you add these two, A cos omega t plus cos omega t minus 2 pi, again it is cos omega t. So we will have A cos omega t. Okay, what will be the value? 2A cos omega t. So the resultant wave has the relation 2A cos omega t. It is exactly similar to this. So what is the path difference? Path difference will be lambda. Here also, here path difference 0, here path difference is lambda. Here also what is the intensity? We can say the intensity proportional to square of this. It is proportional to 4a square. Same relation we can use here also. So this also is an example of constructive interference when path difference is lambda. Here path difference is 0. So when path difference is 0 or path difference is lambda, we have got which type of interference? Constructive interference. Or generally we can say path difference is 0, lambda, 2 lambda, 3 lambda. In such case what happens is the trough of the wave, here trough of the wave meet. So displacement will be maximum minus 2a. Or we can say the crest of the wave meet with the crest of the other wave. We have the constructive interference. Provided what's the condition? The path difference between the waves from the sources should be either 0, lambda, 2 lambda, like that. Okay. Now we will see another situation. We can see a source of light S1 here, another source S2 here. This is the point P. Okay. Here from here we have a wave. From S1 we have a wave going to the point P. From S2 also we have a wave going to the point P. In all these we have considered coherent sources. S1 and S2, in all these they are coherent sources. But the positions are different. Okay. That's why there will be path difference. Sometimes there may not be path difference. In this case there is path difference. Now we can see, we can draw the waves like this. Here also we can take two waves. So what is the length S1 to P? S1 to P, here it will be S1P is here 2 lambda, lambda and lambda. Now here I am just going to consider one wave. Okay. Okay, here what is the length? Lambda, lambda and a half lambda. So I can say 2 lambda and half. I can say it is 2.5 lambda. Here what is the value? Lambda and lambda, 2 lambda. So what is S2P? S2P will be 2.5 lambda. Here what happens is, trough of this wave, we can say this is a trough, meet with the crest of the wave. Okay, this is trough and for this wave this is the crest. Here the crest is meeting with the trough of a wave from S1. So clearly we can understand that when crest meet with the trough, crest having an amplitude plus a displacement plus a and trough having an displacement minus a. When we add these two, the displacement will be 0. So that kind of interference is called destructive interference. Okay, now we will give the right equations. Here we can say what is y1? y1 is equal to a cos omega t, and what is y2? y2 is equal to a cos omega t minus this we need to subtract. That is phase corresponding to half of a wave. Half of a wave means this is half of a wave. Okay, what is the phase corresponding to this? It will be pi. So I can subtract pi here. What is cos omega t minus pi? It will be equal to minus a cos omega t. When I add these two, what is the net displacement? Y is equal to y1 plus y2. When you add these two, the resulting relation will be a cos omega t minus a cos omega t. We will get a value 0. And what will be the intensity? When displacement is 0, intensity also will be 0. Okay. So this represent a destructive interference, and these two are examples of constructive interference. And we have seen that when path difference, what is the path difference? I forgot to write that path difference. So S2p minus S1p. We have seen that 2.5 lambda minus 2 lambda is 0.5 lambda, that is lambda by 2. Okay. So when path difference is a multiple of lambda by 2, like lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 2, 5 lambda by 2, what we have destructive interference. Here what happens is crust of one wave meet with the trough of the other wave. So net displacement of the resultant wave will be 0. And in these two cases, the crust or trough are meeting. Here troughs are meeting, here also trough meeting. So displacement will be maximum for the resultant wave. Okay, so this is a condition for constructive or destructive interference. For constructive interference, path difference should be lambda, okay, or 0 or 2 lambda, like that. Here for destructive interference, path difference will be having a value lambda by 2, 3 lambda by 2, 5 lambda by 2, etc. like that. Okay, so that's about constructive and destructive interference with the help of equation with the displacement relation. So these relations are called displacement relations for a progressive wave. Okay, thank you.